people, welcome back to another video. My name is Gemma and today I'm excited to be announcing a non-readathon for June. So Joy Reading June is going to be a thing now. So myself, Charlie from Charlie Book Reads and Jack from Spread Book Joy are inviting you guys to read joyfully, read whatever the hell you want in June. I think particularly in this corner of BookTube, people can get very list orientated. People are reading a lot of women's prize lists, book prize lists, setting TBRs, reading for readathons, and sometimes we don't just pick up whatever we want to pick up. We're sort of very rigid in what we're reading. But this is not an idea that came from myself or Jack or Charlie. This idea came from our beautiful friend Alice, from Alice and the Giant Bookshelf, and this was one of the last things that Alice announced on her channel last year before she sadly died. And we really wanted to honour the intent that she had behind that, where we just read joyfully for the month of June. Many of you will know that Alice was a very important person to me. She was a very close friend and I miss her very much every single day. And if we can do this small thing to remember her, it would have been her 41st birthday this June. And yeah, I think it will be nice to remember Alice by just reading books that make you happy, and books that have been sat there calling to you that you felt like you couldn't pick up because you were reading other things and you had other commitments. And yeah, I think that will be nice. And I mean, it sort of prompted the question for me, what does joyful reading look like for me? And many of you will know that I love a miserable book. If a book really stabs me in the heart, that is a good book for me. But I also really love high fantasy, and I don't often get to read it because it's not on the prize lists. It's and it gets sort of shoved to the side. So I anticipate, I'm not planning because that defeats the object, but I anticipate that June will be quite a fantasy heavy month for me. I really want to continue with some of the fantasy series that I've started with, in particular the Lightbringer series by Brent Weeks. I read the second in this series towards the end of last year and wanted to immediately pick this up, but then didn't because I had other commitments. Then Women's Prize hit and International Booker, and I just haven't gotten to it. So this is the third out of 5. They are quite chunky, so they take a lot of time out of the reading schedule as well. But I think I'm probably going to go down a high fantasy route in June, because I really fancy that. And just chunky books in general, right? So I look at my shelves and stuff like this is calling out to me. I Was Sheriff of Night by Mariana Enriquez. This is a horror, translated from Spanish, I think. Yes, by Megan McDowell. So that is calling to me. What else is calling to me? It would be nice to continue with the Wolf Hall series. So historical fiction is calling my name. Oh, so many books that I want to read. Maybe a nice bit of like Japanese murder mystery could work. So yes, I am excited to just get into June and pick off books from my shelf that I think, actually, yes, I'm really in the mood for that. But generally I think they're just going to be chunky books because those are the ones I put off and don't really prioritise, especially when they're backlist, which is not really what I want to do. I do want to read backlist books as well as new books, so they're quite heavy. I'm going to put them down. So yes, I'd love to know if you guys are up for joy reading in June, and remembering the legacy that Alice left for us. And yeah, that's it for today. So I look forward to hearing from you guys in the comments, and I will be back very soon with another one. Bye guys.